Hydrocarbons, that are the compounds of hydrogen and carbon, which includes alkanes, alkenes and alkynes, they show some very important reactions known as addition and substitution reactions. Let's see what these reactions are. We'll start with alkanes. Alkanes show substitution reactions. We know in alkanes there are only single covalent bonds. Each carbon atom forms single covalent bonds with the hydrogen atoms. So if we have methane, when it reacts with chlorine in the presence of sunlight, it forms chloromethane plus hydrogen chloride. How does this reaction take place? So we have methane, that is each carbon atom forms a single covalent bond with the hydrogen atoms, and then we have chlorine, that is Cl bonded to Cl. Now one Cl atom replaces one hydrogen atom and takes its place. So we get the 3 hydrogen atoms remain in place. One hydrogen atom is replaced by chlorine. So we get a Cl here, and this hydrogen goes and forms HCl. So this ways the alkanes give the substitution reactions. Since they have only single covalent bonds, so the atoms, that is the hydrogen atoms, can be replaced by another atoms. Now this chloromethane, let's continue the reaction with chlorine. So we have chloromethane, it again reacts with chlorine, and again one chlorine atom replaces one hydrogen atom. So we get dichloromethane, that is 2 chlorines. So we get a dichloromethane plus hydrogen chloride. Now if this dichloromethane further reacts with chlorine, since there are 2 hydrogens in this, again one hydrogen atom is replaced by a chlorine atom. So we get trichloromethane, which is also known as chloroform, and also a molecule of hydrogen chloride is formed. Now this trichloromethane is further made to react with chlorine. Since there is still one hydrogen left, one chlorine atom replaces this hydrogen atom, so it forms tetrachloromethane and a molecule of hydrogen chloride. Now if you see this tetrachloromethane, all the 4 positions are taken up by the chlorine atoms. There is no more hydrogen atom to be replaced, so the reaction, that is the substitution reaction, stops at this step. So the substitution reaction continues as long as there is a hydrogen atom to be replaced by some other atom. So this is how all the alkanes give the substitution reactions. Let's take ethane. When ethane is made to react with chlorine, first one hydrogen atom is replaced by a chlorine atom. So it forms C2H5Cl plus HCl, and this process continues step by step. Each time one hydrogen atom is replaced by a chlorine atom. So from C2H5Cl, it forms C2H4Cl2. Now this C2H4Cl2, when that reacts with chlorine, again one hydrogen atom is replaced. So it forms C2H3Cl3. This C2H3Cl3 further reacts. So we get C2H2Cl4. Further we get C2HCl5. And finally we get C2Cl6. Now at this step, you see there is no more hydrogen atom to be replaced by a chlorine atom. So the substitution reaction stops at this step. So the final product of the substitution of ethane by chlorine is C2Cl6. Alkenes are unsaturated hydrocarbons. They give the addition reactions. This is because all unsaturated hydrocarbons, they tend to become saturated. Let's see how they do that. So let's start with the first alkene, that is ethene. It is an unsaturated hydrocarbon. We know all unsaturated hydrocarbons, they tend to become saturated. So when ethene reacts with chlorine, the reaction takes place in this manner. That is, it forms CH2. The first chlorine atom attaches itself to the first carbon atom. It does not replace any hydrogen atom. The second chlorine atom attaches itself to the second carbon atom. In this case, you observe that the 2 chlorine atoms, they add to the ethene molecule. So this is done by changing the double bond of ethene to a single bond. Since each carbon atom has to satisfy its tetravalency, so it has to form 4 covalent bonds. So in this case, when ethene reacts with chlorine, the chlorine atoms add to the ethene molecule. And this is done by changing the double bond of ethene to a single bond. And when the chlorine atoms are adding to the ethene molecule, you observe they are not replacing any hydrogen atom. In ethene, we have 4 hydrogen atoms, 2 hydrogen atoms attached to the first carbon atom and 2 attached to the second carbon atom. So the 4 hydrogen atoms, they remain intact. So when ethene is reacting with chlorine, the 2 chlorine atoms, they are attaching themselves to the 2 carbon atoms. So the unsaturated ethene is converted into a saturated product by the addition reaction. Now in this case, it forms C2H4Cl2. Now this is a saturated product. Like in alkanes, we know the saturated product gives the substitution reactions. So from this step onwards, we get the substitution reactions. Once the unsaturated hydrocarbon is converted into a saturated product, now from this stage onwards, we get the substitution reactions. So when we have C2H4Cl2, this reacts with chlorine. It forms C2H3Cl3. 1 chlorine atom replaces 1 hydrogen atom, and so on. It goes on till there is no more hydrogen atom to be replaced. So the final product still remains C2Cl6. So all the unsaturated hydrocarbons, they tend to become saturated, and this is done by addition reactions. Let's take another example. We have ethene. This time it reacts with bromine. So now, again, addition reaction takes place. It is not replacing any hydrogen atom. The bromine atoms, they attach to the carbon atoms by the addition reactions. So when ethene reacts with bromine, it forms the saturated product. Now, when ethene reacts with hydrogen in the presence of a catalyst nickel at 200 degrees Celsius, it forms ethane. How is this reaction taking place? It's the same addition reaction. Now, when there is ethene reacting with a hydrogen molecule, again addition reaction takes place. So the double bond changes into the single bond, and the hydrogen atoms, they attach themselves to the carbon atoms. So this is C2H6. So from ethene, we get ethane by the addition reaction. Let's take the example of ethene reacting with water. Water is made up of H plus OH. So the hydrogen atom attaches itself to 1 carbon atom, and the OH of water attaches itself to another carbon atom. And this product is ethanol, because if we count, this is C2, then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and OH. C2H5OH, which is ethanol. So when ethene reacts with water, the H of water goes and attaches to 1 carbon atom, and the OH attaches itself to another carbon atom. Similarly, we have the addition reaction. When ethene reacts with hydrogen chloride, the H of HCl attaches itself to 1 carbon atom, and the Cl of HCl attaches itself to another carbon atom by the addition reaction. So the unsaturated hydrocarbon gets converted into the saturated product. Alkanes give addition reactions. Is it true or false? We know in alkanes there are only single covalent bonds. It is already a saturated hydrocarbon. So all alkanes, they give the substitution reactions. That is, the hydrogen atom of the alkane can be replaced by some another atom. That is why the alkanes, they give the substitution reactions. So alkanes do not give the addition reactions. So this statement is false. Now let's move over to alkynes. We know alkynes are also unsaturated hydrocarbons. In alkynes, we have triple covalent bonds. Since they are also unsaturated hydrocarbons, they also tend to form saturated products. Let's see how do they do that. So we start with ethyne. Again, let's react ethyne with chlorine. This happens in two steps. First, the triple bond converts into a double bond, and then the double bond becomes a single bond. So from the unsaturated alkyne, to form the saturated product, we first change the alkyne to an alkene, and then the alkene changes into an alkane. So when we have ethyne, first one chlorine atom gets attached to one carbon atom. The triple bond gets converted into a double bond. When each chlorine atom is attached to the two carbon atoms, the triple bond breaks into a double bond. Again, the hydrogen atoms are not being replaced. It's only an addition reaction in which the chlorine atoms are attaching itself to the carbon atoms. Now when we form the alkene, again when it is made to react with chlorine, so this time the double bond breaks into the single bond. So from the unsaturated alkyne, when we get the saturated product, it happens in two steps. From the alkyne, we first change it into an alkene. That is, the triple bond first breaks into the double bond, and then the double bond breaks into the single bond. Let's take another example. This time ethyne is reacting with bromine. This also happens in two steps. First, the triple bond is converted into a double bond. So the alkyne first forms an alkene, and in the second step, the double bond breaks into a single bond. So the saturation of an alkyne takes place in two steps. Let's take the hydrogenation of ethyne. So we have a triple bond. The triple bond first breaks into a double bond. So from ethyne, we get ethene. So when ethyne reacts with hydrogen, in the first step, it forms ethene. And in the second step, this ethene, on further reaction with hydrogen, it forms ethane. As the double bond breaks into the single bond, we get ethane from ethene. So the hydrogenation of ethyne first gives us ethene, and then the ethene gets converted into ethane. Let's take the addition of HCl to ethyne. So in the first step, like in all cases, the triple bond changes into the double bond. The H of HCl attaches itself to one carbon atom. The Cl attaches itself to another carbon atom. Now when this is further made to react with HCl, the H of HCl attaches itself to the carbon atom. The double bond breaks into the single bond, and the Cl of HCl attaches itself to another carbon atom. So in two steps, the triple bond breaks into the single bond. So we have seen that all the alkanes, they show the substitution reactions. This is because in alkanes, there are only single covalent bonds. So the hydrogen atoms of alkanes can be easily substituted by some other atoms. That is why the alkanes show the substitution reactions. All unsaturated compounds, they tend to become saturated. And they do that by addition reactions. And this is the reason why alkenes and alkynes, those are unsaturated hydrocarbons. So to become saturated, they show the addition reactions.